現地時間1月7日は大谷翔平選手の背番号17にちなみ、終日大谷選手の活躍や様々なエピソードなどを紹介する翔平デーが MLB ネットワーク内で催された。この動画ではチームの指揮官という立場で活躍を目の当たりにしてきたロバーツ監督、そしてドジャース実況を務めるスティーブン・ネルソン氏、エンゼルス実況のマット・バスガーシアン氏に対して行われたインタビューの様子を紹介する。
You watched him as an opposing manager for a number of years. You got him on your side now. I know you had a high opinion of him managing against him. What's changed in how you view Shohei now that you know him as well as you do and that you've had him on your side for 2 years?
I think the thing that's changed is there's obviously with time you get to know a person more intimately. I think that I've learned his humor. I've learned his, certainly we've seen the humility from the other side. But I think that his generosity across the board, there's a crazy competitiveness to win and not just to be a great player. He wants to win. And then on the last thing I'll say is on the day-to-day to see the discipline and how we can kind of prepare as he went through rehab and then also to prepare for a season or each day is pretty impressive.
Hey, Dave, he's so unique, and there's so many different stories and narratives about him, and one of them is Shohei decides what Shohei wants to do. And there's some truth to that. Every player has to let you know how they feel. How do you guys manage that as a group with you, Stan, the whole group on down, Andrew, you name it, how you manage Shohei and how you handle him, and what's those conversations like with him?
I think the first thing it starts, HR, is the contract. You know, his whole thing with Stan and Mark Walter was basically an ownership group was I'll defer money and I just want to be ensured that the roster is going to continue to be very competitive to win a championship every year. And that's the word that Mark, you know, the agreement that they had. And I think that's sort of where it started initially. And then outside of that, I think it's more of kind of, you know, every player wants to feel comfortable. But if we're trying to win, you know, honestly, Shohei has been my easiest player to manage. He's not really my way or the highway type guy. So for me, honestly, HR, there's been no demands for me that he's put on me or the organization. I think certainly coming back from the elbow injury, kind of the rehab on the plan, which is very kind of methodical and slow, maybe slower than his liking. He still bought into that and understood the bigger picture. So I do think that once he was ready at the end of the year and pitched in the World Series and throughout the postseason, I think that trust has continued to build. But yeah, you know, right there, he didn't like me taking him out of the game, but still respectful. And, I don't know. You know what? I think that he does this because every minute of the day is calculated for him. So it's really, he doesn't have really time to poke holes in what the organization isn't or isn't doing.
Throws 100 miles an hour, strikes out 2 hitters to end it with 100-mile-an-hour pitches, and then hits the ball in the ballpark. I mean, out of the stadium.
Sick.
So that's one of the greatest moments that I've seen with Shohei through the number of years. What moments do you have that stand out immediately with you?
Yeah, but I think the thing is, just to add on that, Harold, I think that it's 100, but it's also located. It's not to the backstop. And it's also a guy that's not hitting 190 and hitting a ball at the ballpark, right? So you're getting a guy that's the talent that we all love, but the skill set to be very finite is a different deal. Yeah, I mean, you know, what he did in Miami for the 50 homers, going backside for the homer, where Skip Schumacher, I love him that he was going to go after him and not put him on base in a game that didn't matter for the Marlins at that point in time. You know, the 6 innings or whatever it was, and then the 10 punch, and then the 3 or 4 homers, whatever it was, in the closing game, clinching game against the Brewers was just ridiculous. And I think at that point in time, I think he got a little tired of hearing the noise of how he wasn't performing in the postseason. So you don't see many guys win a CS MVP for one game performance. And But what was great, though, about that is he's so smart that he understands that CS trophy was supplanted right in the middle of our clubhouse that next day. So that's just who he is. But yeah, like the bobblehead days when everyone goes to the bobblehead or ballpark to see him do something special and he delivers. So honestly, guys, it just doesn't. I could go on and on about, in Arizona, it was 5 innings domination, and he looks at me calmly and says, "Hey, if you want, I can go another inning. I'm just saving a little bit more." And I'm like, "No, show, we'll go through the 5-inning governor. Take your 7
I got to think when he saw Yamamoto go, "Give me the ball" after throwing 9 innings, Shohei was probably saying, "Give me the ball" as well. Stands out to you. You've been watching him a long time, since he got over here, actually. But now you broadcast him every day. What stands out?
I mean, it's hard to like not default to Game 4 of the NLCS. I like that 1-7 is the Ohtani day for MLB Network, but that night, Rick Monday and I, my broadcast partner on the radio, we said maybe 10-17 because it was the 17th of October. So maybe 10-17 should be Ohtani Day. But the city of Los Angeles had already declared May 17th, 2024 Ohtani Day. Basically every day is Ohtani Day.
Anytime there's 17 on it.
You know what I mean? So like that performance, we're never going to see it again unless he tops it himself. Like that is just the single greatest feat, not just in baseball history, but I just think in sports, individual performance, given the stakes as well. I mean, he pitched and powered a team to a pennant. I just think to do it on that stage, but the fact that he has such a knack and a habit of meeting every moment, right? Whether it's something as silly as a bobblehead night or something as significant as a potential pennant clincher, the fact that he rises to the occasion and delivers when everyone expects him to now is pretty remarkable, H. So you'd be hard-pressed to just kind of parcel out one particular night or one particular moment, but I think Game 4 sort of stands alone.
Saw Shohei Ohtani do a lot of ridiculous things as an Angel. But the day that stands out for me most was a day in Detroit, late August. The Angels are still in a postseason race, just a handful of games behind Toronto, I believe it was, for the last wildcard spot. They had just squashed all the rumors about trading Ohtani at the deadline. In fact, they loaded up, made a couple of acquisitions, and they were in it. And Shohei went out on a Thursday afternoon and pitched a one-hit shutout. Just gave up a 5th-inning single, I believe it was. It was hot, it was humid, it was ridiculous. That would have been enough. But then after a bite to eat during the break, went out in the nightcap and hit 2 home runs. And at the time, I thought it was the greatest single day a baseball player could ever have. Of course, he's gone on to one-up that a few times and done other ridiculous superhuman things. But that's the day that stands out most for me because I was there to watch it and call both games.